Welcome back to Half Moon's Picks. Week 16 of the NFL is here, and I want to appreciate all the people who thanked me on how miserable I did last week. I went 0-4 on my video picks, 1-2 on my Twitter picks. That's where I usually shine. I did hit my teaser, and about the only high point of the week. 2-6 overall. Not a good week. Let's just get that week passes. And then one thing, these next 2 weeks, I usually don't bet as much, or on week 16, I'll just bet on the games that matter to teams, and not so much the ones that don't. And week 17, I try to, pay as little as possible until we get into the playoffs. So, on with the comments of the week. Me, LLAMODMV. This guy should be flat out broke by now. No, I'm not. Actually, last week, on a losing week, I actually won a lot of money. Thursday game, I on all my picks, I told you, Thursday, I told you I like the Ravens, but I didn't want to lay. It was up to 17 that Thursday. And I ended up, I said, I'm just going to put them with my teasers. So my 3-team teasers, I made them 4-team teasers. I put 2 units down. I played at 6, 6.5, 7, 10, and 12. And I won. I swept all 5. So 20 units went to pay 40 units on 5 4-team teasers, winning them all out. And then I played 1 unit on every game, and I went 6, 9, and 1 overall. All my leans, all my bets, everything. So I lost 3 units there, and then I played my 3 Twitter picks, and I lost another unit because I won 1, lost 1, and then lost another one. So overall, I lost 4 units on betting all the games and won 20 with the teasers. So I went up 16 units. That's how I played the week. It usually doesn't pan out that week, and I was pretty close with the Bears on that teaser as well. They were down by 13. I'm like, come on, get in within 10, please. And then they ended up losing by 8. I'm like, yes. Just what I thought. Usually 1 score will do it on divisional games. So I cashed out, and I did pretty well. Plus, my futures bet of the Buffalo Bills to make the playoffs, that cashed as well. So I banked it last week. I literally banked it on how I played my picks. Even though I know you see it, yeah, I went 0-4 on my main picks. So true. But that's a first. Usually I would have lost, guaranteed. But I just happened to play all on the teasers, and I got lucky. So that being said, hopefully we'll have a better week, and we'll go with week 16. And my 4th pick of the week, my upset pick of the week, we got the Arizona Cardinals traveling to the Seattle Seahawks. The Arizona Cardinals are a 10-point road dog, and basically Seattle's the number 1 seat right now. In order to keep that seat, they need to win out the rest of the games. Bottom line, they're on a winning tear. They're doing great, but every win they've won is by 1 score or less. Here they are, 2 scores or more in a divisional game. Loving that 10 points. Arizona's 4-1-1. ATS on the road to boost more confidence on picking the Cardinals. Arizona lost by 3 last year in Seattle. And Arizona's 3-1 in the last 4 matchups in Seattle. So they play Seattle really well in Seattle. They're doing great this year on the road, ATS-wise. And Seattle has not won by more than 1 score all year round. So give me Cardinals plus 10. And my number 3 pick of the week, we got the Oakland Raiders traveling to the Los Angeles Chargers. The Oakland Raiders are a 7-point road dog. And Chargers, Phillip Rivers not playing so well. The Raiders ended up not winning their last and final home game. This is the last time they will be playing in California as the Oakland Raiders. And you know how those Raiders fans will travel not too far away into LA to, you know, see their team. I think they'll make it up to them. The Raiders here have a better, you know, record. They're 6-8, and the Chargers are 5-9. How are the Chargers 7-point favorite? I don't get that. That's like crosses the 3, the 4, and the 7. The Chargers are 1-5-1 ATS wise at home. So you know what? Give me the Raiders plus that 7 points. And my number 2 pick of the week, we got the Baltimore Ravens traveling the Cleveland Browns. The Baltimore Ravens are a 10-point road favorite. And basically Cleveland's 3-1 at home ATS wise. Baltimore Ravens 5-5-1 ATS wise on the road. Baltimore's 10-game win streak. Baltimore's 9-2 in the last 11 meetings in Cleveland. And Baltimore needs a win to have home field throughout the playoffs. The last loss to Baltimore was against Cleveland in Baltimore. I think they might want a little revenge factor as their game has progressed since then. Baltimore's on a tear. I don't know what to say. I'm just riding this train all the way. 10 points is pretty light if you ask me. Cleveland got beat by the Cardinals last week. So yeah, give me that Baltimore Ravens minus 10. And my number 1 pick of the week, we got the Houston Texans traveling to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Houston Texans are a 3-point road favorite. Houston won the last 3 matchups in Tampa. The last meeting was in 2011, and it was a big whopping 37-9. Tampa Bay is 0-5-1 ATS at home. Not a good home team, great road team. Here they are at home. Houston's 5-2 on the ATS on the road. And Houston needs to win in order to win that division. So give me that Houston Texans. Well, those are my favorites. Hopefully I'll do better than 0-4 like I did last week. But you know, you got to keep an eye on all the games. And this is just my review, what I think of the games and what I find out in the stats. Like I said, you can do your own research. Play what you like, listen to me, and maybe I'll change your mind, maybe I won't. Let's go on with the 3-team teaser for the week. This week I like Buffalo plus 13.5. Maybe get 14. We'll see how that goes later, towards game time. Baltimore minus 3 and Arizona plus 17. Those are my 3 key matchups. I've been doing pretty good on those 3-team teasers. I know a lot of people don't play 3-team teasers, but I love them just to throw in the mix when all else fails. Like last week, all else failed, that hit for me. I mean, that what won me last week. So, they come in handy. I'm not saying that's all I play, but, I do throw some in there. All right, now going through the rest of the games and what I found out, doing research and why I don't like certain teams and why I do, just between me and you, and this is what I'm going with. We got the Rams at the 49ers. The 49ers are 6.5-point home favorites. Basically, San Francisco, every time they're favored by 7 or more, they always lose. I don't know what it is. The Rams are hit and miss. Which team's going to show up? Last week I thought for sure they're moving up and they're doing well. And then Dallas, who usually can't play well at all. This is my jinx team, by the way. I can't seem to pick right at all, and I'm not betting this week on the Cowboys at all. But if they can put pressure on Goff, what seems to be how when I look at the Rams, that Goff does horrible. So if they have no defense pressure to make him run or scramble, then he does well. So do I think the San Francisco 49ers defense can do that? Yes, I do. I think they could lay it down, and San Francisco needs a win in order to hopefully get in the top 2 again and hope for a Seattle loss. The Rams won the last 2 games in San Francisco, but San Francisco was a bad team the last 2 years. So the Rams are also 5-2 ATS wise on the road. So yeah, that's why I kept off this betting the San Francisco. But I do like San Francisco. And if they were to lose this game, then they'll have no hopes to winning a home field throughout the playoffs. So But I'm still taking San Francisco minus the 6.5 because it's under a touchdown. Next, we got the Buffalo Bills traveling to the New England Patriots. The Patriots are a 6.5-point favorite. Buffalo on the back-to-back road games. Their defense plays stout. They did clinch that winning playoff spot for the wild card. Cash me that ticket, futures. I played 2 futures bets. Buffalo's one and the Lions were the other one. Lions didn't cash, but they pay so well if you bet it at the beginning of the season. But if you're willing to wait that long, I think it's worth it. But I'm not going 10 tickets, but just a 2, I think. And Lions was just a favorite anyway, so a team I love. Anyways, Buffalo's 6-0 and 1 ATS on the road. Patriots only 3-3 ATS at home, against the spread. New England's 3-2 versus Buffalo in New England in the last 5 matchups. Really liking Buffalo here. Went against the Patriots last week as the Bengals played it close all the way up to halftime until Andy Dalton second half decided to just throw away that game. Like 3 picks and 1 pick six and a muff punt, and it was a disaster second half. So anywho, hopefully Buffalo don't do that. Keep it close all the way around. So I'll give you that Buffalo plus 6.5. I might even buy half a point and make it 7. Just play it right, or wait till it does go 7 at the on game day, and make it even more a provocative bet for me. But I'm taking Buffalo with the points. Next, we got my beloved Lions at the Denver Broncos. The spread just recently went up to 7. I'm taking the Lions plus the 7. Like I said, I'm a home favorite. Broncos, not looking too good, but the Lions aren't either. Look at this. Denver 2-6 straight up on the road. The Lions 2-5 straight up home. Both teams blah, really. Matt Patricia and Bob Quinn was announced by Martha Ford that they will be returning next year. So they're giving them an extra year because the Stafford was injured. A lot of the injuries are all, but that record's horrid. I thought for sure they were getting rid of it, but I think Martha Ford's a big fan of the New England Patriots and wants that dynasty. I know she's like 90-something years old, but she's giving them another chance. But I guarantee if they have another losing record next year, they're both gone. And I would have gotten, Ron Rivera. Oh, God, I would have loved to see him in Detroit, but what can you do? Anyways, 2 bad teams. 7 points is a lot. Be a home dog, so give me the home dog, Detroit plus 7. Next, we got the Jacksonville Jaguars traveling to the Atlanta Falcons. The Atlanta Falcons 7.5-point home favorite. This is a tough one. How Jacksonville win? I would have never seen that in a million years, to go into Oakland and just rain on their parade, especially after losing 5 games by 17 points or more. And Oakland had it in hand. They just, I don't know. Here you go. I don't get it. Anyways, Atlanta won the last 2 meetings in Atlanta against Jacksonville. Both teams are at 5-9. The spread's a little bit too high, but I'm not betting on this game. This is one game I'm definitely not betting on. But for pool reasons, if you're on a pool and you have to bet all of the games, I'm taking Jacksonville plus the 7.5. It just moved up 7.5. Well, it started at 6.5. Now it's at 7.5. So that goes over the 3, 4, 7 key mark. So hopefully they keep it close. Why not? Next, we got the New Orleans Saints traveling to the Tennessee Titans. The Saints are a 3-point road favorite. New Orleans clinched the NFC South. And they need to win out and need some help in order to get the first seat, to get all home field advantage. So they're going to be playing here. Tennessee as well will be playing here. They'll need to win out and need some help to get either the division or the wild card. So they're going to be playing as well. New Orleans, last time they played there is New Orleans 22 and Tennessee 17. So New Orleans did win by 5. New Orleans 5-1 ATS on the road. Tennessee is 4-3 ATS at home. When it comes down to on this game, I like Breeze better than I like Tannehill, and I like the ATS record of New Orleans. So give me New Orleans minus that 3. Next, we got the New York Giants traveling to the Washington Redskins. The New York Giants are a 3-point road dog, and I like the Giants here. Eli Manning, he played pretty well last week. It cost me my, under what the second half points. My goodness, it was like 13-15 or something at halftime. I said, I got this, and then he just went on like a 30-point tear at the second half. Hopefully he can do that as well in this game, because I'm betting on him. But the Giants, Eli Manning, Washington Redskins are 2-5 ATS at home, where the New York Giants are 4-3 ATS on the road. So give me the New York Giants plus that 3 point. Next, we got the Pittsburgh Steelers traveling to the New York Jets. The New York Jets are a 3-point home dog. Loving those points. Give me that 3 points all the way. Pittsburgh, last time they traveled into New York, they lost 13-20. Pittsburgh always seems to play down to the level of teams, and the lower level teams, I don't know why, and then they'll play upscale to the higher level teams. It's the way Tomlinson, always, plays his games. Makes no sense to me. Jets usually play great at home. Like I said, they beat Dallas easily, but they're horrible on the road. So yeah, and I'm getting 3 points on top of that. Just give me the Jets plus that 3 as a home dog. Next, we got the Cincinnati Bengals at the Miami Dolphins. Oh, what a train wreck game this is. I'm probably not betting on it. I don't know. It's kind of hard. I mean, Bengals 1-11. If they lose out, they'll get number 1 pick, in the draft. Dolphins 3-1. Bengals, the Bengals are horrible on the road. They lost the last 12 road games. How do you lose 12 road games in a row? This will probably be 13. Both teams have bottom 2 defenses. Both 2 teams turnover machines. You got Fitz Magic, or it could be Fitz Tragic, and Andy Dalton. They can throw pick sixes all day long. I'd be a high-scoring affair. The last time they played in 2013, Cincinnati lost 20-22. So that means a safety, in overtime is what won that game. Miami 7-2 all-time at home versus the Bengals. So give me Miami -1. Next, we got another great game. The Dallas Cowboys traveling to the Philadelphia Eagles. Another 1-point game. I always call 1-point games. Pretty much pick them. Which Cowboy team picks, shows up. Literally, the loser goes home. There won't be no playoffs for that team. They'll play their last final game and call it a day. Now, this is going to be a close game. It's hard to say because Cowboys usually they lose when I bet on them, and then they win when they don't. This is my by far jinx team of the year, and I won the first 3 weeks. After that, I've been able to pick them. The Eagles, I got circled right now as a home dog. I think I might be able to get the Eagles with the 3. I thought I saw it. Yeah, it is Philadelphia +3. I am taking that Eagles plus the 3. I'm getting home field advantage. I'm getting +3 points. It's a divisional game, and I don't trust the Cowboys. So give me Philadelphia plus the 3. Next, we got the Kansas City Chiefs traveling to the Chicago Bears. Kansas City Chiefs are a 5-point road favorite. Kansas City won the AFC West. They are currently the 3rd seat right now. Need to win out with a little bit of help to get that 1st seat. Probably not, maybe the 2nd seat. But they would be cold in Chicago. They played well in the snow last week against Denver and had a lot of fun doing so. So give me Kansas City Chiefs minus that 5. And last but not least, we got the Monday Night Football game. A great game it is. The Packers versus the Vikings. The Vikings are a 5-point home favorite. It's hard to believe 5 points. Minnesota has the better quarterback, the better defense. But Kirk Cousins 0-8 on Monday Night Football. Everybody knows he cannot win on a Monday Night Football game. 3rd time since 2009, the Vikings have been favored by more than 3 points against the Packers. Vikings covered the last 2 times, and they've gone 7-2 to the under. So it might be a close-knit game, and you're giving me 5 points. Green Bay playing for, try to get that first seat. They need to win out and hope the other teams can at least lose a game. I don't know if Dalvin Cook for Minnesota. He has a shoulder injury, which is key as far as the Vikings go. And I think it's going to be close. It's going to be low scoring. You're giving me Aaron Rodgers. I know he's not been playing also great this year, but you're giving me 5 points with Aaron Rodgers in a divisional game with everything on the line as far as the division goes and trying to get first seat. So give me Green Bay plus that 5. All right, that's about wraps things up. I really appreciate you coming back again, even though how bad I did in last week's video. Hopefully I'll do better this week. Like I said, you just follow all the games, make your best judgment, and bet smart. I want you to follow my, like and subscribe. Follow me and my prognosticator buddies. All the links below. If you'd like to click on them, check out their opinion if you don't like mine. And we're just here having a lot of fun. There's only a handful of weeks left, with the playoffs and Super Bowl, and we're just gonna make the most out of it. So I will see you next week, and hopefully have a better week this week. Peace. You enjoy placing a few bucks on your favorite team? Maybe try your hand at cards or on the slots. Use me as a reference and head over to my Twitter and click on the link below and receive a new member bonus and help support this channel. Bovada, just better. I went to the gas station and lady said, "Hey, you're gonna need one of these, because cold weather season's coming." I'm like, I think I'll take one. But how does she know my back itches more in the wintertime? I don't know. That's one of those strange things.